With his time as a Duke in the books and the NFL draft just around the corner, the 2018 CAA Defensive Player of the Year, Jimmy Moreland, has been invited to the 94th East-West Shrine game. The first-team All-American cornerback is the third player in JMU history to compete in the All-Star game. He joins the Buffalo Bills' Dean Marlowe and the Cleveland Browns' Earl Watford. Moreland is the JMU all-time leader of career interceptions with 18 and interceptions for a touchdown with 6, which is just one shy of the FCS all-time record. Standing at 5'11" and weighing in at 175 pounds, he has 2 interceptions in the opening practice, catching the eyes of media and scouts, especially the Detroit Lions, who paid a trip to the Valley at a practice session last season. Kickoff is set for tomorrow at 3 p.m. in St. Petersburg, Florida. You can watch the game on the NFL Network. The track and field team started its 2019 indoor season a little over 2 Fridays ago at the George Mason Father Diamond Invitational. JMU's Alexis Taylor, Sidra Morris, and Dominique Johnson were all ECAC qualifiers, while sophomore Brooke Mannion, seniors Olivia Viprana, and Sidra Morris all took first place. The women then traveled to West Virginia for the Marshall's women-only meet. The Dukes finished midway through their opponents, coming in 3rd out of 6. JMU men's basketball is now 2-4 in the CAA. They went through the emotions this past week after a big home win against Towson. The Dukes had intentions on back-to-back wins, but the Tigers had other plans. In the first half of the game, the Tigers held the Dukes to just 39% shooting, all while dominating the boards, out-rebounding JMU by 10. It was sophomores Matt Lewis and Darius Banks who had a combined 29 points in the second half alone, who helped the Dukes push above the Towson Tigers 74-65. The Dukes packed up shop and hit the road late last night for a pair of away games. Their first stop was in Delaware to face off against the Blue Hens, who are 2nd in the CAA. Coming off of 2 wins, the Dukes were optimistic, but the Blue Hens had other plans. They scored 61% in the first half and barely let up in the second as they shot 50%. Sophomore Matt Lewis accounted for 22 points for the Dukes, but could not get past the Hens. Delaware wins 76-69. The JMU women's basketball team is off to a fire start this season, leading the CAA with 4 conference wins and 0 losses. The Dukes rocked the Valley this past weekend, accounting for 2 of those wins, starting off with Hofstra. JMU came out with a strong Kamaya Smalls tray, the first lead that they were not willing to give up. They shot an impressive 47% on the game, the highest shooting percent all season, and sealed the win 77-54. The Dukes were not finished just yet. Precisely 2 days later, on Sunday, they went on to defeat the Northeastern Huskies. JMU did not allow the Huskies to shoot above a 30% on the game, while they completed half of their field goals. The Dukes capitalized on Husky turnovers, scoring 22 points when given the opportunity. JMU then went on a 37-point lead halfway through the 4th quarter to really seal the deal. They beat the Huskies 84-49.